We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Herbert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 17, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Chargers 14, 49ers 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
Ramsey's pass. Complete to Brandon Ayuk. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On play action, Lance. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. The 40. The 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And they'll run again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Working from the gun, Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Herbert back to the air. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
49er first down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
49ers 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And some strong running. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
The score, Chargers 28, 49ers 20.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Gold to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lance now to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 31.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watch?
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.